I want to say this in a way that, and I don't mean to offend anybody, but I want to say it in a way that is clear. There are 55 jobs the Democratic Party has, I believe, at the Board of Elections. Okay, 55 jobs. Right now we don't control the rest of the government. I'm sure there are jobs in North Hempstead. I'm sure there are just some jobs in Hempstead or Freeport or Florida. There's a couple here and there. There are handfuls of jobs. Not a lot of jobs. I mean, we're not talking about, when you add them all up, you're not talking about 150 jobs. You might be talking about, with the 55, maybe 85 jobs.
We're not just
We're not
talking
talking
about
about
jobs.
jobs.
Well,
I'm not talking about
that's
jobs.
cronyism.
I'm not even talking about, but I'm not talking
Hold on
about
a
jobs.
second, I hear you, but I want to make a point. I hear what you're saying, but bear with me. Too often, we get into discussions about those jobs. That's where we start. That's not what the community, in my judgment, that's not what's going to help the community. Yeah, it might help that particular family,
Right.
Correct.
but it doesn't help the community.
That's my
What's
point.
going to help the community is fundamental, fundamental change,
Systemic change.
systemic.
That you promised.
What you
promised us when you took it from Sabbath with our help. I was at that meeting.
and I will
Robin
tell.
Brazley, yeah.
Well, let's and you know something. You're 100% right.
I know. I was
Okay.
present
Yeah.
at the meeting. Has delivered the black community for you at that point, at the Marriott, and you wanted to take Sabbath down. And all the things that the people have said in the 5 minutes I've been here is what you were saying to us about how our community has been so overlooked by Sabbath and what a fat cat he was and how you were going to be so different and we had to get the committee seats and they did all that work and you got your spot and did real good for yourself. And now it's a whole new group of young black and older black people who weren't at that little backdoor meeting at the Marriott and you sitting here sounding like Sabbath used to sound.
Well, let me first tell you.
Telling us the definition of cronyism. Who doesn't know the definition? You know what the people are asking you. Is this the first time you've met with the black community like this? The question he has, that's a committee discussion. Y'all supposed to discuss that internally. Do you ever, as you promised, almost 20 years ago, have you ever met with the black community?
I meet with the black community.
I mean the real black community, the ones Brian is talking
I can't
about.
tell you real from not real, but you know.
Well, that's the problem, because you told us you could tell.
No, I
You
didn't.
told
I
us,
didn't.
yes,
I
you
didn't.
did.
No, I never brought it up.
I mean, but all right, y'all weren't there, but I was
That's the
there.
things that need to be on the table. I don't think we should always put the brakes on because it comes across as something as
I'm not-
passionate.
I'm not-
Not you, no, I'm just saying, but I mean, like,
But I'm just
that's
saying,
the real
from
discussion. Real discussion because real lives are being affected. And my thing is, I'm trying to do it I'm not upset. You sound like a very sincere gentleman. You seem like a really nice guy. I don't know you, sir. It's not personal between you and I.
I agree with
I
you,
don't have,
sir.
I have
Of
no
course not.
problem whatsoever. But what I see on a consistent and daily basis is that our communities are truly being affected, and there are a lot of people. It's not about the 55 jobs or how many jobs there are. The people that are in power and in place, that are supposed to safeguard and be the pillars of the community, apparently somebody didn't vet them properly or whatever, or either somebody's holding them back from doing their job properly because we are suffering, and we are suffering, and I don't point the finger, I don't have the time to point the finger. What I really want is a change. I need to change, and I need to know what we are going to do, like I said earlier, what are we going to do
So
moving
what is the leadership he's providing?
Ali had his hand up and then we're gonna
But
come
he
back
did
around.
make promises.
Jay, for some of the things that you said.